Up to 1 million people are believed to have been affected by devastating flooding in northeastern Nigeria. Emergency crews in the city of Maiduguri are still trying to reach people trapped by the floodwaters, which was caused by the collapse of a dam. Authorities say at least 30 people have been killed, but that death toll is expected to rise as search and rescue operations continue.
Scraping out the last grains of rice. Nothing can go to waste. With hundreds of thousands displaced, there's not enough food to go round. These women are eating raw potatoes. The people in the camp are facing extreme hardship. Even though people are helping and the government is helping, it's not sufficient. My younger brother is missing. I don't know whether he's alive or not. We haven't seen him. We need help. Please help my mother. There's no food. Please, we need help. Safe drinking water is also running low. These tanks are now empty. Humanitarian agencies are struggling to provide the essentials. Meanwhile, UN workers are trying to assess immediate medical needs. The latest floods have exacerbated an existing humanitarian crisis brought on by a 15-year Islamist insurgency in the region. These pictures from Friday show the extent of the flooding. Almost half of the city of Maiduguri is submerged following the dam burst earlier this week. It's the worst flooding in 3 decades. Thousands are still trapped in their homes. Emergency workers are trying to get food to them while they wait to be rescued. Others are missing. Nigeria is already facing food shortages. With so much farmland waterlogged, humanitarian agencies say they will need more assistance.
Chachu Tedicha is with Save the Children in Nigeria. He joins me from Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State in the country's northeast. Chachu, thank you for your time. Could you tell us what you're seeing and the general situation on the ground there?
Well, thank you very much. On Tuesday night this week, Maiduguri town experienced severe flooding, and approximately 40% of the town surface area was submerged and displacing around 40,000 residents, and so many people are affected. So while seasonal flooding is usually expected at this time, this one is unusual, and it happened. The last one was seen about 30 years ago, and therefore it caught everyone unawares, and it came with a large scale. So there's extensive damage on infrastructure, on the roads, bridges, businesses, hospitals, and schools. And also it poses very serious risk to food security because crops in the fields have been severely damaged, along with food in stores, and the markets and shops are also greatly damaged. So this creates another challenge for food security. And communities in Maiduguri have been very strong in resilience over the years, recovering from the many years of prolonged conflict. However, this flood could potentially reverse some of these gains. And it is hitting at a time when they're already experiencing challenges such as inflation and rising cost of basic necessities. Thank you.
So many people have been affected and displaced, as you've just been outlining for us. What do these people need the most right now?
What is needed most now is immediate access to food, because most of the shops are affected and people are displaced. Wet feeding, in other words, providing food which are cooked. So ready food is seriously needed to alleviate suffering, and many organizations, including Save the Children, are doing this. We are feeding about 5,000 individuals per day. Also, a number of children are separated from their families, so reunification efforts are required, and many organizations, including Save the Children, are also tracing and unifying the children with their families. Access to clean water is a big concern, so there's a lot of tracking effort by agencies, including Save the Children, to provide water for domestic use and also for drinking. Also, shelter is a challenge, and sanitation. So these are all issues because the shelter accommodation does not accommodate everyone. So there is a need for shelter, there is a need for sanitation facilities such as toilets, so that there is no open defecation and further hazards of diseases. Thank you.
That was Chachu Tadicha from Save the Children in Nigeria. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much.